Hey guys, you want to see a proud papa? Invested in my kids' little mini bike. Of course, Tashera, she riding it. Go ahead. And there she goes up the driveway on it. And what got me is that they both took to riding it really quick. And I love that. That's awesome. Alright, you guys saw Tashera go up now. She swapped it out, and here comes TJ. And what got me, guys, is that they both take to riding real good. I mean, I didn't have to give them a whole lot of coaching. Just showed them a few things and away they went. And of course, I say that's just a scooter. It's actually a mini bike. And surprisingly enough, that thing is 200 cc's. I didn't know there was that many cc's, but it makes you proud as a dad to be able to see your kids excel and advance and do stuff like that. Of course, I was younger than them when I started learning how to ride a motorcycle, but essentially I wanted to wait a little bit before I put them on any kind of a motorcycle. And the one time I tried TJ on a four-wheeler, he goosed the throttle and he took off real quick on the mini four-wheeler, and I essentially was holding the four-wheeler up in the air by its handlebars trying to keep him from wrecking. And Tashera is my little daredevil, so I needed to be able to trust that she would understand what I was telling her about the throttle. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that moment with you. T-Bone Southern Ride, welcome back. As you can see, we're on the Punisher today. Not really nothing serious in this content. Just, guys, it's beautiful. I mean, it is gorgeous out here. And spring is right around the corner. I think from the time you see this video, and I'm going to try to do something different with this video, is I'm not going to just record this video and then edit it and upload it. I'm going to try to record the entire events that I've got going on this weekend, and I'm going to try to record it and put it all into one video. But by the time you see this video, which will probably be toward the middle of the end of next week, which will be the spring forward leap, our chalk clocks change next Saturday night. And man, when the time changes, I'm setting on go already. And when the time changes, it's warmer days. Don't gotta wear the leathers, don't gotta have on all the leather. You can kind of lighten up your gear a little bit. And for me, when you lighten up your gear, it just makes for better riding. And anyway, like I said, guys, we got a big weekend. Of course, I put out the video about Karen's memorial service. This video will come out way after that, so if you made it in, thank you for coming, showing support, showing love, remembering a great lady. I hadn't got the Punisher out in a little while, and actually the Punisher needed some gas in him, so he's going to get the ride. And I've been all day watching the kids ride this mini bike. They're on their second tank of gas, which I underestimated whether both of them would actually be that excited about it. And guys, if you're looking for a way, and I'll just say this, if you're looking for a way to get your kids to put down the electronics and get outside, neither one of my kids, since I unloaded that mini bike, put the tank of gas in it, trunk it, showed them the ins and outs of riding, neither one of my kids have went near an electronic. And I consider that a victory at any rate. I consider that by itself to be a huge victory. Because guys, we need to unplug these kids. And I'm telling you, yeah, there's a risk in learning how to ride a two-wheel motorcycle, whether it be a mini bike, a scooter, or a regular motorcycle. But two wheels, and I've got a thing that I put on Facebook sometimes that says 4 wheels move the body and 2 wheels move the soul. And there is nothing that I can add to that saying, because it is absolutely on point. So, you know, if you want your kids to unhook, unplug, get outside, enjoy the sunshine, the fresh air, commune with the buffalo or whatever it is they need to do. There's no better way to do it. And if you're not comfortable with your kid on a mini bike, get them a four-wheeler. Take them to a spot. If you don't have a spot where that's readily available that they can ride on, take them out, let them ride. Just unplug them. Hey guys, sorry about that. Had to stop and put a little go-go juice in the shadow here. They will not run without gas in them. You won't make it nowhere. But anyway, what I was saying is that we need to support our kids in more than just, you know, electronic stuff. You know, you come out and you get your kids outside, get them involved in stuff like riding bikes and four-wheelers. It gives them more encouragement. It gives them more confidence. And it's never a bad thing to give your kids confidence. I mean, I just kind of knew what my kids' limits were, is why I waited so long to get them on bikes. All right, guys, sorry about that. Never know what these people in Copper Hill are going to do, or McCaysville for that matter. You know, blinkers is an option that some of them opt out of. They opt not to use them. But of course, every time I stop and start the camera, I have to do a lot of editing, but I guess that's just part of it. And I'll tell you, probably that that right there is probably the biggest drawback to what I do here, is the having to edit all the clips that I make. But you know, it is what it is. I do, however, I can say that I learned between the T-Bones Tender Moments and Southern Ride is to not edit in as much pictures and everything else into the Southern Ride. And there'll be times that I will need to do that, and maybe even in this video I will do that. But the Tender Moments, I can take a little more time and pay attention, and I can, you know, I'm not just having to focus on the ride and not hitting anybody, and watching for people to not hit me, and making sure that I'm safe when I'm riding. But in the Tender Moments, when it's just me sitting in front of the camera and talking, I can kind of give a little more I give a little more thought to how I want to plan out the video to go. But yeah, guys, that's the first part of this video. Like I said, I'm going to try to record all the events this weekend and just fit them all into one video. So the first part of this video, of course, is you know, keep your kids with you, guys. Keep them excited, keep them learning, give them confidence. And like I said, there's nothing that will build confidence more than good feedback. And if your kids have got the common sense that it takes to pay attention when you tell them, don't bust the throttle wide open, or don't pop the clutch, or don't jam on the brake, or don't ride too close to the edge of the road like I just did, they'll be fine. I mean, will they get scrapes and bumps and bruises? Absolutely. And that was the best part of my childhood, was recovering from the bumps and bruises. Now that I'm a little older, I wish I hadn't took so many bumps and bruises. But yeah, I mean, give your kids the confidence they need. And I will see y'all on the next part of this video. All right, guys, it's definitely the next day. As you can see, we're here at the benefit for Karen. I'm not going to shoot a whole lot here because this is kind of a private thing kind of going on. I was going to try to get feedback from everybody, but I think I'm just going to let it ride. And I'll do a little bit of a memorial as we start riding. I'll have my camera set up for recording. And but we had a good turnout. I think Karen would have been proud. So I will see you guys on the road in just a little bit. All right, guys, here we are. Got a good little group together here for Karen's memorial ride. I want to do something here. If you guys have made it this far in the video, drop down and hit the like button. And if you make it all the way to the end, I'll tell you what to do then. I'm kind of trying to gauge what I'm doing here, guys. I need feedback from you guys to let me know if you enjoy what I'm doing, or if it's not really mattering, I'm not really making a difference. But just let me know. Like I said, if you made it that far in the video, hit the like button, let me know. But yeah, I mean, we got a great little turnout for Karen here. We're going to do just a short ride around the county. I guess in this part of the video here, this being for Karen Memorial, Karen, to me, if I had to sum Karen up in one word, it would be love. Karen loved everybody, and over the last 5 years, she's, like I said, she was dealing with cancer. She lost the battle, but man, she fought the war. And she didn't really lose the battle. Karen knew God, and Karen was ready. And she fought like a warrior. And I don't think that Pastor John had said earlier when he was saying a few words that he wasn't sure that he would have been able to fight the way she did and for as long as she did. And I'm right there with him, guys. I mean, that's a hard road to hoe right there, as they used to say. You know, it would be hard to say, you know, you would or you wouldn't, but anybody can say, well, yeah, I would fight. But man, after a while, the fight gives out, and Karen never really gave up on the fight. And you know, as bad as it was, and for everything that she endured, she fought like a champ. I mean, she was a trooper, and she never let that. And when I say Karen was loved, to me, Karen never let her situation bring her smile away. She was always concerned about how everybody was doing, putting her own thing behind her, as John said. And that's certainly, you know, what I got. Karen was a sister to me. A lot of times she was like a mom, because they've been a lot of times she's helped me out, her and GW both. And you know, when you see somebody who has been through what she went through, to, you know, not just lay down and give up, that right there, that's inspirational. Is, you know, it's bad, and you know they hurt, and you know it's horrible. I'm telling you, man, people just do not have no etiquette when it comes to motorcycles. They just don't care. I mean, you see the situation there. But anyway, Karen's always going to be, in my mind, one of the nicest people that I've ever met. And you know, Karen, me and Karen became friends right out of the gate. Sorry about that, guys. Get back to the group up here. But you know what, I'm going to miss Karen, and I'm going to miss her friendship. And you know, Karen always said the same thing every time I would see her, and every time it was time to leave, whether it was down at their shop or at her house, she would always say the exact same thing to me every time. And she would say, call me if you need me. If you need anything, let us know. And I mean, that's just who she was. I mean, that was genuinely the woman that Karen was. If you need anything, no matter what I'm going through, if you need anything, you call me and let me know. And I mean, that right there, guys, that just speaks volumes about a person's character. And then to know that they were battling this horrible disease, and they were having all these hard atrocities and hard times, and days when you knew that they didn't feel good. I mean, if you ever watch somebody battle cancer, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. But you know, it's just one of those things that you would see Karen always with a smile, and she would always ask you how everything was going. And she genuinely loved people. She loved her friends. She loved her family foremost. She loved her family. And you know, Jack and Joel, Danielle and Summer, she loved her kids. She loved her kids. And you know, I want them to know, because I'm sure they'll watch this video. I want them to know that I'm there. You ever need anything, all you got to do is just call on me. I may not be the person that you see every day, or I may not be the person you see every time, but I'm the person that you can call anytime if you ever need me. And I felt that way with Karen. I mean, there was times that I would be broke down, and it was never a question of, well, we can't. It was always, okay, give us a minute and let us get ready, and we'll be on our way. That's just a friendship that I have with her and GW. I mean, always my friends. Never made me have to question whether they were my friends or if they truly had my back. And I never questioned that. But just in that many words, that's what Karen meant to me. And her friendship I valued so deeply. And the love that me and Regina have for her. Because Karen loved Regina too. And Regina loved Karen. And you know, Regina don't really warm up to a whole lot of people, but I don't think she had no choice but to warm up to Karen, because, you know, Karen just brings out the best in everybody. And I saw that after the very first time I met her. I was like, you know, she's real. And there's not many people in your life that you're going to be able to say that about, that is a real, genuine person. They're not putting on a show. They're not putting up in a front. They are just genuinely who they say they are. And that's who she was to me. And I'm going to miss her. And I know that everybody that knew her through her life is going to miss her. And, you know, it's one of those things that, and I'm not trying to sound cold when I say this, but when you have someone that you love that's battling that hard, and no matter how hard the battle is, you know, it comes to the point to where you just see that the battle's beginning to take a toll on them. And certainly with Karen's situation, that's what you could see. You could see that that's where she was at. It was starting to take a toll on her body. Her spirit, though, it just seemed to me like her spirit never broke. And I always just stood in amazement of that her spirit never broke. But, you know, that's just kind of my thoughts on it, guys. And I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this adventure. I'm going to bring this video to a close here pretty soon and get to work editing it as soon as I get done. But, you know, the people in your life that you love, tell them you love them. Show them that you love them. And, because you never know. Tomorrow may never come. You may not ever get the chance to do that again. So if you made it this far in the video, guys, I want you to give me a smiley face to let me know you made it all the way to the end. Give me feedback. Let me know what I'm doing. Let me know if what I'm doing means anything to you. If it don't, that's fine. You know, I know what my views are. I just don't know how people are viewing the videos, if they're going all the way through or if they're watching a couple of minutes and then giving up on it. I just don't know. So that kind of gives me the feedback that I'm looking for. So guys, let's remember Karen, and remember to be good people. Be good to each other. Until the next time, this has been T-Bone's Southern Ride.